Hello dear viewers and welcome to T-World. Kindly hit the subscribe button and we will be on our way. In today's news, on Thursday, not long after he got done with conversing with Jan. 6 specialists. We got together with narrative producer Alex Holder for 60 minutes in addition to meet with, assuming narrative producer Alex Holder's memory is exact. Donald Trump was on the telephone with Vladimir Putin only minutes after the news broke that the Russian president had excused Trump's Hunter Biden claims. Holder started shooting previous President Donald Trump in September 2020 during his mission for reappointment, in the run-up to the political decision and going on after they left office. Holder had brought admittance to film and talk with Trump, his internal circle, and previous Vice President Mike Pence, the House Select Council examining Jan. 6 as of late sent a summon to Holder for crude film connected with meetings and conversations Holder recorded, as well as crude film from Jan. 6 when Holder and his cameraman were there recording as the crowd went after the Capitol, on Thursday. Not long after Holder completed the process of conversing with Jan. 6 agents, Ryan Lizza met Holder at his inn, on the current week's Playbook Deep Dive. Holder discusses what it resembles in the background shooting Trump world, the meaning of his undertaking and expected effect of the recording summoned by the Jan. 6 committee, on Thursday. We noticed that during an excursion on board Air Force One, a booked meeting among Holder and Trump was unexpectedly dropped. Holder educated us somewhat really regarding that excursion, and it ends up being substantially more intriguing than we knew. Holder went with then-President Trump on Sunday, Oct. 25, 3 days after the second official discussion and 9 days before Election Day. That day, Trump flew from Washington to New Hampshire. Then, at that point, on to Maine, and afterward back to Washington. Yet, White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows let Holder know that something had come up and the arranged meeting was nixed. My memory is, Holder told us, that the head of staff kind of came over and said that the meeting couldn't occur today on the grounds that the president was on the telephone. What's more, I accept, assuming I recall accurately, that he said that he was on the telephone to the leader of Russia, Vladimir Putin, which is the reason the meeting must be deferred. Well, that absolutely provoked our interest. How could Trump have a clearly unscheduled Sunday talk with Putin during a press day of battling in New England 9 days before the political decision? President Donald Trump sheets Air Force One after a mission rally. Donald Trump sheets Air Force One after a mission rally in Londonderry, NH. On Sunday, Oct. 25, 2020. One clarification could be that Trump and Putin were purportedly attempting to arrange an arms control understanding, as Axios' Dave Lawler and Elena Treen wrote about Oct. 11, 2020. Furthermore, for sure, on Oct. 26, the Kremlin put out an announcement about its perspectives on a few security issues in Europe. Yet, one top Trump official engaged with those talks let Politico know that he had no memory of a Trump-Putin call during that period. In other news, one trouble in possibly arraigning previous President Donald Trump for attempting to stay in power in spite of losing the 2020 political race to President Joe Biden would demonstrate degenerate expectation. This would basically reduce to whether investigators could demonstrate that Trump knew his cases about the 2020 political race being taken were bogus, as his protection legal counselors will probably contend that the 2 times reprimanded previous president earnestly accepted he was acting to stop his thought process was a bad and ill-conceived political decision. Showing up on CNN Friday, previous FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe contended that there are ways that investigators can beat back this specific protection and lay out that Trump was corruptly attempting to impede the legislative affirmation process. There would be a reiteration of individuals, anybody, yet legal counselors, in addition to any attorneys, yet Trump's own attorneys, Trump's mission legal advisors, Trump's Justice Department as the men we saw affirming yesterday. Every one of whom will say that we plainly and sensibly made sense of for him that he was off base. McCabe made sense of, so seeing that clashing proof, Trump's case that he trusted it, and this reiteration of witnesses that will affirm that it is basically impossible that he could have, the jury is allowed to conclude that Trump isn't coming clean, representing himself. That's what McCabe said. It is simply not even sensible to feel that somebody in those conditions wouldn't be aware, wouldn't have the option to comprehend everything they were being said, which is that the political decision was not taken.
If you made it to the end of the video, kindly hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. It helps the channel.